Today we're going to be talking all about how to embrace aging gracefully and what that really means. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and create a retirement from nothing. Well, one of the video suggestions that I had recently was to do a video on how to age gracefully. And the context of that question was really because the subscriber noted so many women especially, but men too, but women mostly, spend so much money and time as they age trying to stop the aging process. And in truth, you really can't. So what do? Well, I'm going to talk to you about aging as gracefully as you possibly can, and realize these are opinions of mine from my perspective. You may agree or disagree, which is fine, but eventually we all have to come to terms with the fact we're going to age. And how you do that has a big influence on how happy you are in the latter part of your life. So it is important to think about. There are so many people that get so upset by the fact that they are aging that they stop living. They're embarrassed to go places because they don't think they look like they did 20 years ago. None of us do. I mean, how many of you, and I know you have gone to a reunion of people your own age, maybe a high school reunion, and thought, where are all these old people? Oh my gosh, how are they the same age as me? And some people have aged really well, and some people haven't. But guess what? Even the people who have aged well, if they have a mental attitude that is negative, they're not pretty anymore. They're just not. Having a positive, confident attitude, no matter how you look at whatever age, is the real secret. Confidence and happiness makes you a pretty person, inside and out. Now, first of all, aging is a totally natural process, and honestly, 90% of it has to do with our genes. Just like most of the time, how long you live has to do with your genes. What you look like at the end has to do with your genes. You know, if you have genes like Cher, you may look great at 80. Or Sophia Loren, or any of those people. You know, I can think of several, Christy Brinkley, and they just have aged beautifully. But how you age is largely determined on your family genes, which you can't do anything about. Now, the other factor in how you age is how you've treated your body all those years. And none of us really want to talk about that, but it's important. Smoking has a huge influence on how you age. If you had a job that required you to be out in the sun year after year, that has a big influence in how you age. If you haven't taken care of yourself and your health isn't good, that has a big influence in how you age. But there are some things that you can do to help yourself, of course. And almost every doctor I've ever heard speak on this has talked about how eating well, staying hydrated, sleeping well, and exercising are the 4 pillars of aging well. And that is true no matter what your age actually is. Eating good food, exercising, staying hydrated, and really getting out there and living a fabulous life, that helps you age very gracefully. All of those things help you age gracefully physically, but it doesn't mean it helps you age gracefully mentally. And so let's talk about that a little bit. One of the things that I think is a really big issue, in my opinion, is the fact that so much marketing is focused on anti-aging or reversing the aging process, neither of which are actually even possible. They're just marketing things. But women so believe it. They'll spend hundreds every month on a tablespoon of anti-aging cream just convinced it's going to be the magic tonic to make them look magically way younger. Is it really? No. Maybe it does help their skin a little bit. It is not going to stop the aging process. The interesting thing is, if you look at ads from the 1850s, 1880s, back in the day of snake oil salesmen, guess what? They were marketing things the same way. That has not changed. And if you wanted something that would help your skin look better, it certainly doesn't have to be anything expensive. My grandmother grew up in the Depression. She was a child of the Depression. And I remember her talking about it and saw her use Crisco on her feet with socks on. And guess what? Her feet were always soft. She used Vaseline on her elbows and any rough patches of skin. Never had an issue with dry skin. You don't have to spend a lot of money or have something magical in order to have your skin look better. You can use something very basic, even maybe not Crisco or Vaseline, but very basic. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But it bothers me that people's insecurities are marketed to. They're really making you feel like you're old, so you'll buy their stuff. And that's not good. That's really not good. And there are a lot of people who spend a great deal of money they don't have to do that. And really, aging gracefully is about you mentally embracing the age you are and loving it. It is feeling confident in your own skin. It has nothing to do with how you actually look. It is a mental attitude. It's you exuding confidence. That is really embracing aging. You're not afraid of life. Now it's up to you if you want to continue coloring your hair clear until you're 108. Nobody cares. Do what makes you happy. If you want to get a little nip and tuck, do what makes you happy. If you don't, do what makes you happy. It's not about you following someone else's opinion of how you should feel about how you look at a certain age. It's about how you feel. So I really hope that you all will embrace your age and everything you've learned and the confidence you've gained over the decades and live a fabulous, healthy, happy life. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.